If you've been working to rebuild tired or depleted soil, chances are you've come across the term rock dust. And if you dug a little deeper, you probably saw a lot of buzz around one type in particular: basalt rock dust. But is it just another fad? Or does it actually do something that compost and organic fertilizers can't? Let me start with this. When I first added basalt dust to my raised beds, I didn't expect much. My soil was already rich with compost, mulch, and worm castings. But over time I noticed stronger root systems, better water retention, and more consistent growth in crops I'd struggled with before. What is basalt rock dust? Basalt rock dust is made from finely crushed volcanic rock. Basalt forms when lava cools rapidly, locking in a dense matrix of minerals. Once ground down into dust, it becomes a natural, slow-release soil amendment that feeds the soil for years. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, which spike nutrient levels and then wash away, basalt works gradually. It slowly releases micronutrients and trace elements, the kind most fertilizers ignore. These include calcium, magnesium, silica, iron, and dozens of other elements that plants need in small but essential amounts. So, this is what makes basalt different. It doesn't actually replace compost or biological amendments. It complements them. Think of it really as remineralizing your soil, restoring what decades of tillage, erosion, and chemical use have stripped away. After I added basalt to one section of my garden, I started to notice a few things. The soil stayed moist longer, the plants seemed more resilient in heat, and when I dug down I found more worm activity in the amended bed than in the others. That's not a coincidence. Here's what basalt does on a soil science level. First, it improves structure. The minerals help soil particles bind into aggregates, small clumps that create air pockets and allow better water infiltration. That means less runoff, better root penetration, and fewer issues with compaction. Second, it stimulates microbial life. Microbes really thrive in mineral-rich environments, you know? When basalt is added, it boosts microbial activity, helping break down organic matter more efficiently and unlocking nutrients that are already in the soil. Third, it enhances nutrient retention. Basalt increases the cation exchange capacity of soil, which, simply put, means the soil can hold on to nutrients longer instead of letting them leach away. This is especially valuable in sandy or heavily watered soils. Finally, basalt acts as a pH buffer. While it won't fix extreme acidity or alkalinity on its own, it does help stabilize soil pH over time, making nutrients more available to plants. The changes you'll see with basalt aren't dramatic at first. This isn't a quick-fix fertilizer, it's a long-term soil builder. But if you're paying attention, you'll notice subtle shifts. In my garden I saw denser, deeper root systems. Crops like carrots and radishes grew straighter and cleaner. Leafy greens developed darker color and better pest resistance. Even my compost improved. Adding basalt to the pile led to faster breakdown and better final texture. Some gardeners report higher Brix readings, a measure of sugar content in fruits and vegetables, after consistent basalt application. That's a good indicator of nutrient density and overall plant health. Application is simple. For raised beds or in-ground gardens, spread 20 to 30 pounds per 1,000 square feet, roughly 2 to 3 cups per square meter. You can apply it once or twice a year, ideally before planting or during active growth. Mix it into the top few inches of soil, or sprinkle it into compost piles to enrich the final product. It's safe to use around all plants, and because it's slow release, there's little risk of over-application. Basalt rock dust isn't flashy. You won't see an instant boost in growth like you might with synthetic nitrogen. But what it offers is much more powerful, deep mineral restoration, healthier soil biology, and more resilient plants over time. If you're serious about soil health, basalt deserves a spot in your rotation. Combine it with compost, mulch, and microbial inputs, and you're not just growing plants. You're rebuilding living soil from the ground up. If you found this guide useful, subscribe to Soil Doctor for more soil-first solutions that restore fertility the natural way. Share this with another grower focused on long-term soil health and revisit it before your next planting season. Let's heal the ground beneath our feet, one mineral at a time.